Welcome back, folks, to My Combat channel. I'm Fabiano Iha, the king of armbar.
And I'm Heather Storm, the queen of the rear naked choke.
I don't know why that sounds so much better, so much easy to understand than what I like. They need to research to find out what this armbar is. Anyway, guys, it's Friday night. We got a lot of things going on. We got a special guest today, a good friend, old friend, and don't go anywhere. It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna have cocktails after that.
Maybe.
Well, as it turns out, Jon Jones and Chael Sonnen weren't the first selection as coaches for season 17 of The Ultimate Fighter. Rampage Jackson was asked to coach before Jon Jones, but he doesn't want to face Sonnen. He said Chael is a boring fighter that just wants to hump people's leg. What do you think about that?
Well, he's my boy. Rampage is my boy. I 100% agree with him, and he has experience on the coaching before, and he doesn't want to do it again. And he have the rights, to do whatever he wants.
So you think it's more about actually coaching on The Ultimate Fighter rather than fighting Chael Sonnen?
It have nothing to do against, like fighting him, because I know Rampage. He fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, if the price is right. And that's it. He have done that before. You guys seen that before. It's not about that. It's just like he doesn't want to do it again.
I can kind of understand though if it is about Chael, because the guy just holds on, he hugs, he has a wrestling background, and that's all he does. And a lot of people have an issue with his fighting style, and they say his fighting is boring and it's not fun to watch. And instead, Rampage is going to go up against Teixeira, which is definitely going to be a more exciting fight than it would have been with Chael Sonnen.
Yes, and also, if Chael goes against Rampage, one thing that he's definitely not going to do well is talking, because my boy can talk and he can joke as well, so that'd be fun.
Well, Chael is definitely known to be a talker. A lot of people think that's why he got where he is in the UFC right now, from talking his way. And this is a guy, though, he's talked his way, he's tried to talk his way out of so many legal issues.
Yep.
He tried to talk his way out of getting suspended.
Yep.
He's tried to talk his way out of, he got convicted for money laundering.
Yep.
This guy is a talker.
He can talk. He definitely can talk. And everybody knows that. And he's also a good fighter. He's just a boring fighter, but he's a good fighter. So anyway, we're going to UFC champion.
Yes,
Driver?
right. Right. Yeah. Well, he's not actually going to drive. Dominic Cruz is going to set the pace for the NASCAR 500 Sprint Cup Series on November 11th. And the pace car driver is basically there in order to not do a stopping start for the race. So they do one lap around to warm up the tires, and then the pace car just kind of scoots off the track and the cars go. So it's an honorary position. It's actually a great thing. He's excited to be a part of it. They're excited to have him. And he's really excited to get behind the car.
Yeah, because in my opinion, if he wants to change the sport, he better be a jockey. He's 135 pounds only. He'd be too light inside a very, very powerful car. So
yeah, he's not actually going to be racing.
So he's just gonna holding everybody back.
Holding everyone back, yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. He can get a little vibe of what's going on.
Less dangerous, much less dangerous.
Come on, I hope he have learned. He lost his opponent for his last UFC because Jose Aldo got into a motorcycle accident. So he better stay away from dangerous stuff if he wants to make sure that he's ready for the next fight,
Well, fighting's dangerous too.
Yes, it is, but at least if you get hurt, training or fighting is one thing. You getting hurt doing other stuff. Look, it's a nice color.
Oh, is that what he's gonna drive?
I don't think so. I refuse.
Well, they usually give away the pace car to the winner of the race as well.
Well,
so if that's it, I hope it's a girl that wins.
I know.
Well, it's dangerous. And speaking of danger and death,
it's a very sad weekend for everybody. Legendary boxing trainer Emmanuel Stewart died on the age of
68. He was
68
years old when he passed away, and he was in the hospital for a couple weeks prior, so it wasn't really an unexpected situation, although nonetheless sad. But this guy, he was a commentator on HBO as well, and he's known, He had Kronk Gym in Detroit, and he's trained the best of the best fighters. I'm sure you know that.
Come on, he trained Lennox Lewis, okay, that was heavyweight champion. Vladimir Klitschko, that is also a heavyweight champion.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya, Thomas Helmans, and Tony Tucker. I
don't have his.
I can barely say my name, guys. Don't be wrong. You know, like, anyway, by the way, he used to be an amazing trainer.
Right, and a
all over the place.
boxer.
Yeah,
his amateur boxer record is 94-3. I mean, this guy, he was amazing, and people really, he knew he would have fighters actually stay at his house if he didn't think they were eating right, if he didn't think they were doing the right things. He did everything he could to make sure that he prepped them to be 100% prepared for their fight. And he has championed fighters that were under him. He's amazing.
You know, I love trainers that they used to be fighters. They just like so much engaged, you know, with the fighters and everything. It's like, don't take me wrong, like all the trainers that is there that they never fought before. Don't take me wrong. You got a very good trainers that never fought before. But when you have a fighting experience and you go into training, it makes you more engaged with the fighters, and then you can understand more what's going on, and going to different points, different views, different, you know, stuff. That
also, you understand the mental, what they're going through mentally, and I think that's what's really important. If you've been in the sport, you understand the fear and the internal monologue that's going on in the head when they're in the ring, and he can help. That's where you're going to get inside the brain of who you're training and really be able to help them succeed. And that's what apparently he's been able to do. I definitely agree with you on that one.
Anyway, it was a very, very sad and loss for the boxing community, and as you know, MMA guys, we
wish his entire family well, and we're very sorry for their loss, obviously.
Exactly. So we have a lot to talk anyway today. More. We got Tiki in the house.
Tiki Ghosn.
Yes, he used to be one of the Team Punishment guys. Also myself. He used to be my partner on HB Training Center in Huntington Beach. So we got a lot of good, fun stuff to talk about. Not all the stuff we can talk about, but we'll talk about the most important ones. So don't go anywhere. We'll be
right back. And we are back. Thanks for watching today.
We're so back.
We are so back. Well, Josh Barnett is booked for a 2013 title defense in Japan next year. He is a former Pride, Strikeforce, and UFC heavyweight since 1997. I don't know if you know about this guy. He's the War Master.
I know him for so long. He is one of like the best submission guys, the heavyweight, on the heavyweight division. His ground is very good. He's very good in leg locks. He's very good in all the submissions on the ground. He got a loss against Daniel Cormier on the last Strikeforce, and again, you know, he's excited. You know, he's good. And I think he did have some kind of problems with. He got suspended. For a little while.
Yeah, that was back in 2006. He was suspended for using, I believe, no, that wasn't him. I think that was him using substances.
He did get
well, he's a
suspended.
heavyweight.
And he was away from the game for a little while, and he got suspended when he acted like he's supposed to have a big match at that time. So, by the way.
But he's defending his King of Pancrase. He's defending his title. Yeah. And this guy's been jumping back wrestling and back and forth with MMA and wrestling, MMA and wrestling. And Pancrase is an MMA Japanese promotional company.
It is.
But it's also, it combines wrestling because it's founded by wrestlers.
Well, it is, but it's just the rules is a little bit different. And but it's a very good organization in Japan. Like back in the days, I was trying to get into the whole Pancrase. It was a good startup off, but I ended up starting, you know, fighting UFC. So kind of like if you go to UFC, it doesn't make no sense to go to Pancrase, but Pancrase could be a good step
up into UFC.
yeah.
Okay, but you don't have as much of a wrestling background as
No.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Jiu-jitsu.
So Dream
Dream is back.
is not Dream as you're sleeping, guys. It's Dream as the MMA organization in Japan. Dream is back. Dream 18 will be on the New Year's Eve on a $20 billion arena. Do you know that?
No, I had no idea. That
Yeah.
is a lot. If you guys don't know about Dream, let's give them a little background on Dream. They're an MMA organization out of Japan as well. They were founded by the former Pride and executives of K1 promoters.
Yes.
Right?
And the arena seats 37,000 people. It's brand new. Wow. And according to Wikimedia, they spend $20 billion building that.
$20 billion. Oh,
Yeah.
apparently they're expecting a lot out of Dream.
Yeah.
And they're going to do a lot more events in 2013 as well. This is the kickoff.
Anyway,
on
guys, this is something that I really like to talk about is that UFC just hired a Korean ring girl. Okay, let's take a look at the video and let's see what she has to say. Let's put the video on, please.
드디어 저 강예빈이 옥타곤만이 됐습니다. 축하해주세요. 박수! 11월 10일 토요일 밤 10시 UFC 마카오 많은 시청 부탁드릴게요.
Kisses.
You know what she's saying? She's saying like, I am Korean and I'm gonna be the ring. Like she doesn't say that I'm Korean. She just said like I'm gonna be the ring girl on China and I'm gonna try bullshit the rest of the world. That everybody gonna think I'm Chinese.
She's the first Korean UFC octagon girl.
Yeah.
And
she's very famous. That's why.
You know, she's
Yeah,
been a
famous
TV
in Korea.
personality in Korea on the UFC Insider show, basically the equivalent that they have in Korea. And so apparently this octagon girl is a step up for her in her career. She's now going to be well known nationally, and she's debuting in Macau, China on November 10th.
Love. And ring girl to ring girl, let's bring it up. MMA top 10.
There we go.
Heavyweight division is Friday.
Hey everyone, this is Erin Gales, and this is your top 10 heavyweight division. At number 10, we have Travis Brown. At number 9, we have Antonio Bigfoot Silva. At number 8, we have Josh Barnett. Number 7, Shane Carwin. At number 6, we have Frank Mir. At number 5, we have Daniel Cormier. And number 4, Fabricio Verdum. Number 3, Cain Velasquez. And at number 2, Alistair Overeem. And at number 1, the champion, Junior Dos Santos. Thank you so much for watching. I am Erin Gales, and that was the top 10 heavyweight division.
I love when she does that, the champion with the belt. Huh?
Yeah.
I can pretty much see the whole belt over there. So, anyway, let's talk a little more about the Korean ring girl.
Han Bin.
Yeah.
The Korean girl, she's doing a little call out of her own, which is kind of fun, especially for an octagon girl. She's calling out Ariane Celeste, saying that she wants to be better looking than her. That's her call out. It's not to fight her, it's to say, hey, I'm gonna look better than any of the octagon girls out there. So she says she's training super hard to be the best looking.
I tell you what, I guarantee you the Rampage is gonna think that for sure. My boy love Asian girls, so anyway.
Well, she's adorable. What's not to love about her? You know, she has a great personality and she's super cute, and you know, she's pushing her career. This is great.
I did have a hard time to understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
Like you probably at home have a hard time to understand what I say.
Now you know what it's like.
There we go. Like, anyway, we're gonna get back, bringing in Tiki, squeeze him right between us.
Yeah, right after the break, we're going to talk to Tiki Ghosn. And he's been in MMA since 1998 at the welterweight division. And he's going to tell us all about what he's up to now, who he's training, who he's sparred with. We're going to get all the goods.
Okay, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We're joined today by experienced MMA fighter Tiki Ghosn, founder of the Huntington Beach Ultimate Training Center, one of California's first mixed martial arts training gyms. And he has trained, sparred, and coached with some of the best fighters in the MMA. Welcome, Tiki. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Heather.
So long,
It's
long
been a
time.
while.
Yes, it's been a long time. Anyway, guys, if you're at home, you don't know a little bit, like me and Tiki, again, we used to own the HB Training Center in Huntington Beach, and we also been a part of the Team Punishment, and we help each
Together, you were part of that?
yeah,
Okay.
Of course. We are with the founders at the beginnings of the whole team.
We're dinosaurs,
Yeah,
actually.
we're dinosaurs. And we used to train together. Like we train together, we are on the same division, but we have happened in that we never line up to fight against
I was
each
going
other.
to ask that.
Yeah, no.
We
back in the
did
days,
plenty
used
of
to-
fighting in the gym.
Yeah, we did. We used to know each other too much.
Would you have been okay with that if you got set up?
If money was right.
Money is right. Yeah, it'd be fun. It's gonna be two options that game. Or either he gonna knock me out, or I'm gonna submit him. It's no other way because there's no way I can knock him out. It's probably no way that he can submit me. So that's the way the fight's probably gonna end up. So anyway, yeah.
Well, luckily that didn't happen, so you get to be friends as you sit here right now.
Thank God.
So who are you training now, Tiki? You've been
So-
training a lot of fighters, and a lot of guys been there, doing very well. Who you train now?
So right now, one of the main fighters I'm training is Michael Bisping.
He's doing good.
Yeah,
he's doing very good.
He
He's
just
doing a
came
good
off
job.
a very controversial loss to Chael Sonnen, which I do believe that he won. A lot of people think he won.
Yeah, like again, is that the case that 50-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
We
agree.
have,
I saw that fight.
Also, Razor Rob, I think he's
Yeah, he came
coming
here
back.
last week. Yeah,
Razor Rob was here last week. Yeah, I think Rob's actually coming back.
that's good. That's good.
A lot of
I like
up-and-coming
him too.
guys. We have quite a bit of Russian fighters that are in fighting in the Bellator tournament that are training out of the gym.
Yeah, let's not forget the people that you have trained in the past, like you helped train Rampage. That Rampage actually, like he walked into our gym, and you know that better, with just the chain on his neck, and that's it.
Yeah,
Without
that
no
was the first
background.
gym he ever came into.
Yeah, he came
Oh,
in and
your
started
gym was
training.
the first gym that Rampage ever
Yeah,
came
he used to
into.
walk there.
And you don't definitely not forget about Tito Ortiz. Yeah, he was like this being around and one of the founders of Team Punishment at that time too. So
Well, what do you think about Rampage's decision not to do the tough 17 then?
You know what? I mean, I can understand it. He gets stressed out in situations like that. He did not like doing tough. He just didn't like it.
So do you think it has anything to do with not wanting to fight
No,
Chandler?
I think Rampage
you've
would
been
fight
there.
anybody.
You've been there before. You helped.
Yeah,
you coached
I've been
there.
on
Yeah,
two
yeah.
of Toughs. I was on
Two
season
Toughs.
10, and I was also on season 14 with Bisping.
Like outside that you see on TV, it is fun. It's cool to be
It can be fun. I mean, it's demanding of your time. You got to, hurry up and wait. You got to show up there 2 times a day, do the filming, and it gets stressful. You start to actually, like, you meet the guys, you start to train them, and then you start to care about whether they win or lose. And next thing you know, if they lose, it really starts to, you connect with them, and so you get irritated. It starts to get you in a bad mood.
So basically, like if you financial okay and you famous, and you have been there, are you going? Like
Were you gonna go back and do it
back
again?
again? If you,
I don't. You know what? I've been thinking about that. I've been training everybody, and I'm still active in the gym, and I train, and I'm getting the itch again. I kind of want to do it,
You kind of want to do fight?
just to do it again, just as a hobby, not to go try to compete and
No,
win
I
a
miss
belt or
that
be the
too,
champion
yeah.
or do anything.
Yeah.
Just to do it, just the actual. It never goes away.
Well, when it's part of your life for so long, and
Yeah.
that's all you're focused on, I mean, how could it just go away? I mean,
It's pretty much ingrained in your DNA. If you. You fight. It doesn't matter.
Now, you were one of the guys who were first managed by Dana White before he owned the UFC.
Yes.
Right? And how was that, being managed by him? I mean, as far as...
He was a good manager. He was a hustler. Look where he is
you
now.
You can tell that he's a hustler. Yeah.
Look where he is now. No, Dana's cool. We have a good
Did you
relationship.
get an inside scoop onto his personality and what he was like?
No, we're pretty good friends. I know
Yeah.
him very well. Yes.
You've been all over anyway. You fought in UFC, you fought in WC, Strike Force, WFA, and Call to the Arms.
Call to Arms.
Call to Arms.
No, that was the
It's
most
a-
recent one.
It's
but
a
that was-
new
yeah,
organization.
2 years ago. No, I think they came out. They had 3 shows and then it was over.
Fell apart. Interest. And how about the gym in Huntington now? How's the how?
So the gym is actually, we moved to a new location about
Yeah, I know, from
almost
the one we
almost
started.
3 years ago. Bigger location. It's
very good looking one, by the way.
it's nice.
Yeah.
I
make
like
me
it.
jealous. Make me like, why did I laugh?
Why did you leave Huntington?
Yeah, I know. I for this,
You got to come back.
I know. I don't think so. But that's your job now. Keep training people
Yes,
and have like.
it's a serious job. It's very it's like physically tasking.
Well,
I mean, how
Well,
many
when-
guys are you training at once? What does this entail?
Well, usually there's, we teach, we
Lot,
train
a
a lot
lot.
of fighters, but if you're running a specific camp for somebody who has a fight coming up, you'll have
You're
sometimes.
on the one guy who has a fight. training
Right,
him.
and that's where the main focus
so
is.
before we go, if the girls wants to follow you, where they can follow you?
Where can they follow
Yeah,
me?
like Twitter. Your
Twitter. Yes, the Twitter.
Twitter,
is,
right
at
there.
Tiki Gossen, at TIKIGHOSN.
There
Are
you
you
go.
following me on Twitter?
I am.
I'm gonna follow you now.
There you go. There you go, guys. Have a great night.
Have a
Very
great
good weekend. See you guys Monday.
See you later.